Thank you for coming by Tori Magoo 44. I know you've missed this guy, Mr. Anonymous, and his flying partner, Super Moose, and the Canadian Moose. Don't forget them all. They're here in vast number. And if you might forget, the young lad. There you go, my team, part of it. Good music. Okay, so here's the deal. It's Saturday. It's a good weekend. All right, I want to say hi to all you guys. I've been doing some things that I needed to do regarding my own personal life. And I have something today very exciting to tell you guys about regarding myself. My father, as I've told many of you, passed away when I was 22. He was only 51 years old. He had 6 brothers, and unfortunately most of them also passed away at a young age. However, they had children, and I knew they were around somewhere, but because I'd gotten into Scientology, one of the things they do is help you with your family if you're in, but if you have counter-intention parents or family members, meaning they're not for Scientology, they slowly start cutting you off from being connected to those people. So by the time I left Scientology and escaped out in 2000, literally I had never even been in contact with most of my family. I've always stayed in touch with my older brother David. Hello to you if you're there. I love you. And I always stayed in touch with my mom. And my mom and I agreed when I left, there were 2 good things that happened regarding me getting in Scientology. One was I did get back in touch with my family because I was a hippie and I was pretty out of touch with them. The other one, from being a hippie, I'd kind of been doing like social drugs and stuff like that and immediately stopped. Not because of Narcanon or anything they did, it's just it wasn't something that they did. They don't do drugs, and so it was like, okay, I won't either. And that was it. They did smoke like fiends back then, so everybody smoked, including myself. I mean, I'm talking fiends. But, and a lot of them still do smoke. Some of them don't, but a lot of them do. But this is sort of about families and Scientology and my own family. So right before my father had passed away, which he died totally suddenly, he just had a complete physical. They said he was totally healthy. And he came home and he had a heart attack and he died. And it was horrible. I mean, my mother was deeply in love with him. He had tons of dear friends. He was a celebrity, was well known. People really loved him a lot. And luckily, thank God, I had written him this entire letter just telling him I was sorry for any of the creepy things I'd done, what my goals were at the time, which of course was to be a Scientologist, which some of the skeptics later, I gave a talk at CFI and they said, I said maybe that's what killed him actually, and they all laughed because, it's not impossible. I know he wouldn't have been happy with it, but point being, I got to say from my heart everything I wanted to say to him, and it made it very real to me, and I always try to remind people, tell people you love what you want to tell them, because you never know how long they're going to be around. Tons of people thought my dad would live years and years and years, and most of my family and most of his dear friends never got to say what they wanted to say to him, and it really, really hurt them. So, and for me, I was very thankful that I did get to say to him everything I wanted to say in my heart. So that's number 1, is say to people what you want to say now. Don't wait, because you never know when that's going to be. Okay, now secondly, another nifty thing happened, which was I started looking for these children of the brothers and sisters of my dad. I knew they were somewhere, and I started, searching for them on the net and stuff like that. I spent a year doing it, quite a few years ago, and I literally met hundreds of Christmans from all over the world. People wrote me, we saw your, request, we know about your dad, we're not related, but good luck in your hunt, right? And to all the Christmans all over the world, hello. But one of the really nifty things is that just recently, two of the children of my father's brother, Mark Christman, have now contacted me, found me on the net, written to me, and I'm so excited that that's happening. Because there's just something wonderful about a family that, even if you have a family and you might not notice right now that they're wonderful, because especially when you're younger, it's really hard to get how cool they are or how lucky you are. I certainly didn't, and I had great parents, but I didn't get it for a long time, but you do. And so try to respect them and try to enjoy them, you know, as much as you can. And so there you go on that. So that's my big win for today, is that and to the Christman kids, all of you, please write to me, call me, whatever. I want to talk to you. I'm so excited to know you guys. It's such a big part of my life, and it's just wonderful to know that you're back in touch with me and I'm in touch with you, and we'll get together. It's going to be terrific. So anyway, that's my latest update. And one other thing about Scientology to mention is that they are very big on families if you're in. If you're ever critical of them, or if you don't agree with them and you speak out about it, they do what's called disconnection, which is one of the most abusive things I think the Church of Scientology ever does, which is they literally make people disconnect from anyone that has what they call counterintention, meaning they're against Scientology's beliefs or goals. Now people could say, well, you know, that's okay because they're not for them. And it's like, but this isn't just exactly, you know, you're not happy with them because they're not in your religion. This is if you speak to them ever, you will be declared a suppressive person, and you will be cut off from what they say is your freedom for eternity. Now, for people that know that's where that's at, that doesn't matter. They don't know it. They're in the Scientology Truman Show. That's what they believe, and it is very, very harmful to many, many families. So to all the families out there who have lost loved ones, I'm very sorry about that. And I still say celebrate the family you have. Find them, celebrate them, spread the love. Okay? Peace. Talk to you soon.